mentioned before, Joe, just about the team handling and managing the ebbs and flows of the game, the momentum of the game. What are you wanting to see, and what can this team show on this road trip?
Just awareness, and the road trip doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're playing at home on the road. We have to play the games. We got to have the habits. We have to execute. So I don't really give a crap about the road trip. What I care about is the carryover and the awareness to the execution and how we manage the game and what that looks like when we do it well and what that doesn't look like, what it looks like when we don't do it well.
You mentioned the carryover. What did you think of the effort last night?
It was solid. It was pretty good. Thought we had a respectable approach to the game. I thought, like I said, we talked about 2 or 3 things that were important that we needed to get better at, that we didn't do great in the overtime games, and I thought we built an awareness to working on it.
This team has also faced some adversity here with not getting the results that you'd want in the previous 3 games. How do you see the team responding to adversity, and is it what you expected in terms of how they'd respond?
Yeah, I mean, I trust the locker room. We have a lot of experienced guys. I think we have great poise. I think the perspective that it's like, perspective that our guys have to understand that it's the adversity that's just part of it. Like, it just happens, and how you handle it is more important. So I think our guys do a great job of handling it together.
Joe, you've talked about Knight's Grant playing less being a matchup thing. How much of that is him needing to perform to fit into those matchups and help him guys?
Yeah, I don't really think it's about Grant. I think we're fully healthy and we have a lot of options and we develop different identities and we play around 9 guys. And so when you play 9 guys, you can pick from anybody. And so it's not really about him as much as it's about because we have so much depth, this is where we're going with. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean that you're not a good player. What it means is we have a lot of options that we can go to. Here's where we're going to now. And we need that continued humility and professionalism to when it is your time to just be ready to go, which our guys have done the entire season. So it's not about one guy. It's about our depth and how do we maximize that.
And when you're playing a little more sometimes, a little less sometimes, you said you're going to need him to be a big part of the playoffs. Can that be hard for a guy? Like, I know, you're having conversations with him, whatever else you kind of go through as a process with the coach. How do you kind of handle that?
Yeah, we're going to need our whole team. We're going to need our whole team, and the most important thing is focusing on winning and doing your job.
Joe, is Robert and Payton going to make the trip?
I'm not sure about Payton. I believe Rob is. Yeah.
Okay. And Jalen said, like, Blake just kind of made it easy on you guys by making a lot of mistakes, not playing well. Do you guys need to have more of a punch-first mentality going forward? Or do you guys
punch first, like be up 24 in the game, or be up 12 the whole game, or be up 14 all the way to the last 2 minutes, like that kind of punch?
Or just sustain it?
We had the punch.
Yeah, then sustain it.
We've shown having the punch. So I think it's about just playing the right basketball for 48 minutes.
And what is the latest on Payton's injury? I know he was questionable last night. Is that it could be extended?
I think it can be a little bit of an extended. I think he still has a lot of pain. I talked to him today. I'm not quite sure on the time frame, but I know he still has a lot of pain. And, I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but yeah, it's definitely something that's affecting him.
What are your biggest priorities through the rest of the regular season? I mean, is the first seed a big deal, or is it just how you're looking at the team playing and executing? What are your biggest priorities over the last stretch of games in the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, I think the situation that we're in right now, we can't really control what seed we get from the standpoint of we can't get the number 1 seed if by things that are out of our control. So like I said, I think it's more about the same habits that were at the beginning of the year. We got to focus on what we do well, and then can we do it for long stretches of the time. I think there's such a small separation in the NBA of a great team to a really good team, and those come down to overtime games, possessions, end of quarters, like all those little things. So the more we just build an awareness to those, manage those, and work through those, I think that's going to help us a lot.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, guys.